Hey guys, it's Tara from Trouble in the Kitchen, and today I'm going to do a question and answer video blog. So I haven't done one of these yet with you guys, but I get some pretty frequent questions on the blog, and I was getting some questions through Facebook, so I just thought, why not make a video instead of typing it out so you guys could hear from me this way. So I've got 4 questions that I'm going to go over with you that I think that a lot of you guys could really benefit from hearing my answer. So let me know what you think, and if you have more questions, I'll do what I can to see if I can answer them. So question number 1 is from Brett, and he asks, what are your thoughts on peanut butter or PB2? I'm guilty of loving peanut butter, and I'd like to use the healthiest version. Well, wouldn't we all? So I am a huge peanut butter lover, and I have tried PB2. So basically, PB2, for those of you who haven't tried it yet, it is a powdered peanut butter. So essentially, it's a lower calorie, lower fat option to just the standard, regular, traditional peanut butter. So I've only tried the PB2 once, and I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a little bit thinner than what a regular peanut butter is. Maybe I was just putting too much water with it, but I really enjoyed putting it in like smoothies and baked goods, and even just eating it on its own. But if I were to compare the two, for me personally, I really do prefer actual peanut butter. I just love the crema peanut butter, or something that you can do the grind your own at the store, or just making it homemade, just grinding up peanuts in the food processor. So for me, I prefer the regular, the full fat peanut butter. But if you are watching your calories or your caloric intake or your fat intake, PB2 is a great alternative. I think it tastes really good, and they've even got a chocolate version. So there's a place for both of them. I guess it just depends on what your goals are and what you prefer. So then question number 2 is also from Brett, and he asks, he struggles with drinking enough water, and he asks what tips I have in regards to increasing water intake. So for me, it's funny because I've been talking with a coworker about this recently a lot. I feel like I'm a wateraholic, and I always have this pink water bottle with me literally at all times. I don't know, maybe I'm addicted, but if I'm in the car and I don't have this water bottle for that 7-minute drive to work, I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so thirsty. So that's a little extreme, but that being said, I keep my water bottle with me at all times because that makes it really convenient and easy for me to drink water whenever I think about it. And if I see it, then I have a drink, I drink it. So I'm always finishing my water bottle throughout the day, and as soon as I finish it, I try to go and fill it right back up so that I don't even have to think about it, and it's not inconvenient to drink my water because it's not full. So then another thing that I do is, or I did when I first started my job, because I do sit down a lot at work, I set an alarm telling me to get up every hour, move my body. And so when I would do that, I would always take my water bottle with me to either drink or fill up. So that was just another thing that worked for me. I don't do the alarm anymore. I try to just kind of keep my eye on the clock, or whenever I start to feel antsy and I've been sitting down too much, I just get up, walk around, and get my water bottle and fill it up. So another thing that really helps me is having this type of water bottle. I love having the straw. And have a drink while I'm thinking about it right now. But I love the straw in there, and then I love this water bottle because it doesn't leak. So I can toss it in my bag and not even worry about anything getting wet. So that's huge for me. So this, if you're looking for a good water bottle, it's a Nathan brand water bottle. I love it. They've got other colors too, so you don't have to get pink. All right, so I love that. Another good thing about this bottle, it's really easy to grab and sip while you're on the treadmill and taking a spinning class. So you've got that too. All right, question number 3 from Jenny. So she says, I'd like to know about your view on carbs. Do you stick to a set amount? Do you use them for training? Just wondering because it doesn't look like you eat very many carbs. Hope that's not too personal. So no, it's not too personal. I mean, I guess it is personal, but this is all personal. It's all my opinion. So I really do love carbs. One of my favorite like decadent things that I love is like homemade bread, like homemade whole wheat warm bread. And I love like homemade biscuits, cornbread. Oh my gosh, I love all of that stuff. But I know personally that when I eat that stuff all the time, I just don't feel good. It makes my tummy just feel weighed down, maybe a little bloated sometimes. I just don't feel my best. So I try to limit the amount that I enjoy these things. So I really save it for like special occasions. For instance, my birthday was this weekend, so I had a cupcake on Friday, and had a part of a cupcake on Sunday and a piece of cake on Sunday. So I had my carb fill, and it was all delicious, So I really try to limit those things so that I can enjoy them, and I do enjoy them because I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't had a cupcake in forever. Let's have it and let's like really love it. So as far as like sticking to a specific number of carbs per day or using them for training, I really don't stick to a specific number. I really try to eat until I'm satisfied, and I try to eat intuitively and listen to my body. So if I'm hungry, then I eat. Or if I finish a meal and then I feel like I need something else, I try to, think about, okay, what am I craving? And then find a healthy way to feel satisfied, after that meal. So right now I've been eating a lot of like sweet potatoes. I'm like loving sweet potatoes, and veggies to get my carbs in, and I'm feeling really good. I have a half marathon coming up, so I've been doing a lot of endurance training, and I don't feel like I'm lacking in any way, and I have not been eating as much oats as I normally do, and I'm normally like a huge oatmeal girl, so I've just kind of taken a break from that. No real reason why, but I'm just kind of going with what feels good. So sorry that's not a more specific answer, but I think everyone's a little bit different. So at the end of the day, if it makes you feel good, then you just got to listen to your body. All right, and question number 4. I am a fitness instructor in the evening, but I'm also a morning person. Sounds very similar to myself. My biggest struggle is finding the best pre-workout energy and amount between lunch and dinner. I hate the thought of skipping on dinner, but I know I cannot fast from lunch through my fitness classes and make it to dinner. It's my biggest challenge, and sometimes I eat way too much before my classes and highly regret it. I look forward to dinner every night because that's my boyfriend and I's time to unwind together. Have you ever felt this way? And what are some small, satisfying pre-workout snacks that have worked for you? Okay, so I've totally felt that way. I'm a morning person, so I wake up early, and depending on what I'm teaching in the evening, I may do a workout in the morning, or I may do a yoga practice in the morning before work. I really enjoy having that time to myself to kind of feel productive and feel like I've, just gotten my day started to myself before diving in straight to work. But that also kind of throws off my eating schedule a little bit when I am teaching in the evenings. So what I kind of do, again, I really try to listen to my body and see how hungry I feel. But right now, what's working for me, eating before like an evening workout, is like a small handful of nuts, like cashews or almonds, even Brazil nuts, and then having a hard-boiled egg, because to me that combination of the protein and fat is actually very satisfying, and it doesn't leave me feeling weighed down. I know that like a hard-boiled egg, that might seem heavy to some people, but I feel like I have enough energy to get through the workout, not be too, cranky at the end. But then I'm also hungry for something more afterwards, after the workout. So as far as eating dinner after the workout, it really does depend on how late at night I work out. So like I said, I always eat something before, and then I always do eat something after the workout, but the size and kind of how I eat it really depends on the time of day and how hungry I feel. So if I get done, like Monday nights, I get done at like 8:30, sometimes close to 9 o'clock. I am exhausted and I'm not really in the mood to like sit down and like cook a whole meal and, do the whole dinner thing. So I eat something afterwards, but, it's not sitting at a dinner table. It's in the car on the way home because I want to get it down as fast as I can so that I can go to bed sooner, because I don't really like eating that close to bed. I've had some acid reflux issues in the past. But, I really do try to listen to my hunger cues. So, some days I am hungrier than others and I have to eat more. And I do need to make a little extra for dinner, or whatever dinner may be. It just kind of depends on the day. So everyone's a little bit different there. But I feel like if you eat good meals during the day, eat a good hearty breakfast, a good hearty lunch, maybe a couple of snacks in there if you need it, you may not be that hungry at the end of the day. So I don't know. It just depends on how you feel. As far as some other snacks that work for me right before, apple with peanut butter. I haven't been eating a lot of cheese recently, but, eating like a string cheese and then apple, that was always a good snack too. So I'd say just making sure to get like a little bit of every, like the carbs, protein, fat, just making sure to get all the food groups as much as possible so that you do feel a little bit satisfied, without going overboard. I don't know. It's tough. Play around with it. But then, okay, so eating dinner. I love like sitting down and eating dinner with Brian, my husband, but that's not always possible with my schedule and with his schedule. So what I do is I really try to, make the most of the time that we do have together. So on a night when we can't eat dinner, I try to, make sure the kitchen table's clean. We prepare a meal, sit down, eat it together, talk about our days, get the phones out of the picture, make it like a real, family meal, because I know we can't do that every night. And that's something to me that's important because that helps to kind of build your family. So, I hope that gives you a good enough answer to your question, kind of long-winded. So anyways, those were the four questions that I had for you this time. I'm not a registered dietitian. I am a certified personal trainer, but all of this is really just based on my personal opinion and what works for me. So if you do have any like serious questions or need medical advice or health advice, see your doctor, talk to a professional, registered dietitian, whatever you need. But that being said, this is just my experience, and hopefully it'll help you figure out what works for you a little bit better. And hopefully I can, do another question and answer. So as always, let me know what you think. Give me some feedback, and let me know if you have other questions, and I'd be happy to help you out in the future. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Bye.